Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Marvel Select Destroyer Special Collector's Edition figure. And this guy was supposed to be in my hands a long time ago, but my boy Tony Towns was looking out for me. He went to the Baltimore City Comic Con back in September. Yeah, that's how long ago it was. And this bad boy was 12 bucks. And I'm like, I need the Destroyer. I need it with Thor. And with Selects, I like the bigger figures. Like I ended up getting Thanos because I felt like his scale was better with the Marvel Legends. And I feel this way with the Destroyer. So as you can see, it comes in that typical Marvel Select style packaging, showing the figure. And got that crazy artwork on the side. Looks pretty decent. Then we got other figures from the wave, and we do have some info. So let me focus that in there so everybody can read it. We got the Odin head, Destroyer with his sword. Yeah, the package is just ginormous. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy out of the package. Apologize for all the noise. Sometimes I just gotta rip this stuff open. And then your best option for zip ties. Or not zip ties, but the little twist ties, the plastic ones. Yeah, are these. So simple as, see, one out. We got the Destroyer out of the package, and he is a monster, man. And he comes with two accessories. We'll start with the first one. It comes with the head of Odin. Old Odin. It's got the patch on. I mean, its sculpt is, it's all right. It's not as smooth of a sculpt. It almost looks like something that was made in a college kid sculpting class. Like, the beard looks great. The hair is pretty solid. But the actual, like, flesh part of his face, I don't know if it's because of the wash. Like, his eye's pretty sweet, but, like, the skin part looks rough. And I guess it's because he's old. I'm not too sure, but something's weird about this head. And I can't really put my finger on it. But it's cool he comes with it. I will not display the Destroyer with this head at all. It's cool that it has that option to have this on there, like Odin is wearing the armor. Then he comes with this amazing sword. Like, this thing is monstrous. And it's a little bit warped, a little bit tighter plastic. It's not that flimsy stuff that sometimes we get on Hasbro, but look at the sculpt detail in this sword. This thing's beautiful. I love the plastic they used, the wash or whatever they did. It almost looks like this thing could be metal itself. It'd be pretty cool if they actually did, like some die cast. This would be a heavy sword to have a figure hold, but still, it's beautiful. So beautiful. And I'm just stoked that Tony got this at the con. They had it for half off. It was $12 for this guy. This guy's the size of, like, if not bigger than some Build-A-Figures that we get nowadays. So let's dive into the figure itself. The figure is your classic Destroyer look. You know, that's how the Destroyer looks. It's got that giant chunk right at the top, but head articulation is phenomenal. You actually can look up quite a ways. Can't really look down, but he can look up. No down. Full rotation. You can get the cockiness a little bit to the head, you know, but looks awesome. I would have liked to have seen maybe like some red in there in the eyes, maybe. I don't know. These actual shoulder pads are on little ball joints themselves, so they won't hinder articulation. And I really love this shading they did on this. It's like silver, but then they have like a darker gray airbrushed on the edges to get these like where the spikes are and stuff, to give those nice highlights to make this figure pop. And it's the same on his head too. Arms, they go all the way up like so. It does have a bicep swivel. It's got an elbow joint that bends like so. It's got that clear plug right there. And then he does have a wrist bend and wrist rotation. But I want to show some love to this sculpt. Like, look at this. All those spikes. This thing is phenomenal. So, and again, you see how this stuff all moves and stuff. So this arm is the same, but I wanted to show you something. So you see how there is paint on this wrist right here? You can probably see a little bit on that joint right in there. So let's do a little bit of show and tell. Let's focus on this wrist. Watch it as I bend it. Did you see all that? Did you see it? All that paint? And I'll keep doing it, and then I'll just sort of use my finger. All that paint ends up peeling off. That's why this one looks blank. When I bent the wrist, all that paint just peeled right off. Like, just flaked right off. That's a bummer, but not a crucial part. And plus, I mean, it was a $12 figure for me. And even for $20, I don't think I would complain, due to the fact that I get way worse with some of the Hasbro with quality control. Again, that shading is throughout, looking great. He has a little bit of a, I guess, like a sort of a crunch. It's not, can bend a little bit. Can't go back, but you can go forward a little bit. I don't know. It's just sort of like a, I guess you can turn a good amount. Just don't want to break them. These figures actually feel pretty sturdy. Then you get into his legs. And again, this guy is just consistently sculpted with spikes and these little like rivets and stuff. So he's looking great. He has the select legs, Batman legs, whatever you want to call them. They're not bad on this figure. So he can do the splits a little bit. There's not much of crazy gappage. I was concerned about those joints there. And then he can kick up. He can't do a Spartan kick. It's as far as it goes up. And he can't really go back at all because he has a little bit of a wide butt there. This is cool. Back muscle sculpted in and everything. But pretty awesome. He does have the thigh cut right there. But again, you're going to end up messing up. Ow, 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 ow. Slipped and hit those spikes. They actually don't feel good. But yeah, when you start moving it, you can just see, just shifts that, like, spikes aren't lined up anymore. The rivets aren't lined up. So that's a wah, wah, wah. And then we get his knees. Let's get a pretty good ways of motion. I mean, especially for a big figure. He does have the ankle bend. He does not have any pivot, but I really don't need it for this type of figure. And again, like, his sword can just be equipped. It's almost like something you'd see. It's like almost a boss you'd see in like Dark Souls or something like that. But I mean, this thing is just monstrous. There he is with the sword. It just looks ready to wreck. So let me pop the head off. That pops off very easy, revealing the ball joint there. And here is Odin. Full rotation. I don't got that little, I should be going to rotate it because I don't really have one of those things that rotates, but still, I mean, this look is still not bad. I got him mainly for the destroyer himself, but I mean, you could still pose him up. Let's see what we can do. I can't really. Try to get this. Crap. That thing bounced. But I was trying to get him to hold his. There we go. Yeah. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I mean, I could display him like that. I have no problem displaying him like that. And just to sort of give you an idea of scale with him and a Thor figure. I mean, I couldn't find Thor, so I did the next best thing. So let me get this figure ready. But you can sort of see the scale with all the other legends behind him to a select. But, I mean, I could bust out my awesome KO Ares. It just knocked his jaw. But this gives you an idea of like scale wise, you know, how big this is Ares. This is my KO, but it's still the scale. This is like exactly like the normal Ares when they originally released. Even the new one's the same size as this Ares. What am I talking about? But seriously though, like, it's a monster of a figure. I mean, we can even throw in, you know, Killmonger, put him all the way. Like, that's Destroyer. Like, the Destroyer should be that massive. And it's like, I picture something that ginormous fighting Thor and just like giving him a hard time. So that is my unboxing and review of Marvel Selects Destroyer. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, good luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.